Today, I want to share with you a quote from Pep Guardiola, arguably one of the greatest soccer coaches of all time. He says the championship is lost at the beginning of the season and won at the end of the season. Meaning a lot of teams, what happens is they don't start the season off strong. And so by doing that, it's almost a death knell to them, and they end up losing the entire season because they put themselves in a situation where they're unable to recover from being at the bottom of the table or at the bottom of the league or halfway down. And right, so it becomes very difficult to recover. So they lose the season at the very beginning in the first couple weeks, right? And so he says in that time, you can't drop too many points. You could drop a few, but not too many, because ultimately it puts you in the bad situation for the rest of the season. And so I want to adapt this to our coursework in organic chemistry. So let's say the semester starts mid to late August and ends early December, right? And so the first couple weeks, maybe the month and a half that we start, it's very, very important to stay on top of the material. You can lose a few points, but you can't fall behind to the point where you put yourself in a situation where you lose the A. So the A is lost here. It can be lost here, right? However, it's not sufficient to do well in the beginning only, because doing well does not guarantee an A the rest of the course. There's still so many more points left in the rest of the semester. And so he goes on to say, the season is won at the end of the season, or the championship, I should say, is won at the end of the season. And so what that means is in the final weeks, that's where you ultimately win the A. And so it becomes super important to start strong and then also finish off strong. Now, there is some allowance for, a mid-semester bump. You get a little burnt out. You get a little, it feels a little monotonous. There's a drag in essentially the material, and so you're feeling a little bored. And so that's natural. Those are natural feelings. But the idea here is we can't let it affect us too much to the point where the A is completely lost. And so we have to start the semester off strong, and we have to finish off strong as well.